I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night a candle glows. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I believe. Hello everyone, I am the Oracle Shariananda, or Shariananda Oracle, and I am here to announce the formation and continuing services of the Church of True Hearts. We launched the Church of True Hearts on September the 23rd, and we are now approaching our 6th Sunday. And we want to invite members who have come and members who are coming back and planning on spreading the words about what we're up to come and join us at the Church of True Hearts. We have an intention with this ministry to serve God's good in the world, to uplift those who come and set them on their way by week, to allow them to find purpose in their lives, not only on a daily basis, but to uncover their path toward their greater destiny. We also have launched this online ministry to guide those who need it toward the realization of the God within, the very presence of God itself as you. And finally, the ministry is meant to serve all of those who are seeking, just trying to find a way through the morass of difference in religious beliefs and cultures and faiths. Ours is a Christian-based, New Thought-based ministry. But that does not say it does not have the foundations of the early, shall we say, old-time religion. So as a fully realized human being who has come through many churches and many organizations that cite their belief, I am here to welcome you to the Church of True Hearts. And each Sunday we have this following agenda. We have music, and then we have an introduction of myself, the Oracle Shariananda, who is a practicing healer and seer, and I have been in this business since about 1990, almost 23 years, and I am currently working as advisor, spiritual advisor on Oranum.com. So for those of you who would like to come to the Church of True Hearts on Sunday for the live work that we do, then show up there from 7 to 9:30 a.m. most Sunday mornings Pacific Standard Time, www.oranum.com, and just look for Shariananda and you will find me there. So I would like to tell you a little bit more about what we do. I usually do a morning prayer, and that prayer extends to all the people who have shown up in the room. And in that matter, we have what we call the Book of Life. And the Book of Life lists everybody who has ever come, and we suspect everyone who will ever come, to the Church of True Hearts. What do we mean when we say the Church of True Hearts? Well, we're looking for the resonance of genuineness, authenticity, honesty, integrity coming from everyone who is seeking. And one does not find that kind of self-revelation except for to trust that you are on your path already, and that which is needful for you will be given as you go. As it has been said in many schools of thought, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. In this case, not so much a teacher, not even a minister in any true sense of the word, but someone who is definitely interested in humanity's ascension and greatly interested in everybody finding their own personal power to eliminate the need to ask gurus or psychics or anybody else for your own truth. Your truth is written on your own heart, and you need to discover that only in a bathtub by yourself, listening to your heartbeat with your ears under the water. Your heart will teach you everything there is to know. We usually follow our prayer with the Daily Word, which is a little publication that comes out of the Unity Christian School in Kansas City, Missouri. And that Daily Word has just the right accent and the right focus on a given word for the week, which is usually something in the neighborhood of faith or wisdom or truth or trust, or a full phrase like let go and let God. So these are very helpful affirmations of the truth of God in our lives. And when we focus on those together as a group, we create a critical mass. So the Church of True Hearts is creating a critical mass of believers in self, in believers that God has written the message of our work for this lifetime inside of us, perhaps even in our very DNA, and that we are awakening to our great potential and awakening to our community at this point. The Oracle, Sherry Ananda, yours truly, is inviting you to join us there. Join us as we meditate each Sunday. And the great joy of it is I also give you angel cards. I give you your very own blessing from the Holy One. And we give you, in addition to a card and a blessing, but we give you an affirmation to say during the week. There's more music and more testimony from various of the community. There's so many people involved at this point. And then we end with a very deep and sincere meditation. So the meditation is usually silence, preceded by a chant, either the Om or the Hu or the Uhu, or possibly the Hamsa. Either way, the chant will take us into silence, and that silence then allows me to guide us to a room, possibly in our solar plexus, at our third eye, at our heart chakra, where we actually experience each other out of body and then send out light to the world. So if you're interested in doing something on the planet that is of a soulful nature, which could be healing to you or others, then join us at the Church of the True Hearts. I am now going to take this minute to read to you the minutes of the last functioning ministry that we had. This is October the 28th, 2012. And this is the Church of the True Hearts' 6th congregational meeting. Church service began at 7:01 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The first members in the room were Ashwarya Wahida, which is a new face and name for us. There was Phoenix 79, who has been here in the Church of True Hearts every Sunday since September 23rd. Cat 50 Joes, who has been here 5 times out of 5 times, including today. So she is a founding and dedicated member. JP 4242, who was here for the first time that Sunday. Supersational and Violet Eyes, Purple Leaves, and Danish Johnny Frib. They all attended for the first time. Simply Red, who was a regular doing my day show at Ornum.com, came in also and was one of the first arrivals. I began with the morning prayer of gratitude and by calling the names of those who were in this book of life. The opening music was Oh Happy Day. Music is a voice of God, and He'll work it out. And all of these songs came from a CD by Sister Monica Parker. As I called names, I added them to the Book of Life, and by 7:27 a.m., Passion 82, also known as Psychic Angel Full 82, also came into the room. She was followed by Dazzle 82, whom I met in my evening chat, and invited her to come along with Snow White 9000. By 7:40, Eternity, my beloved star goddess, arrived late because the time change in her country. She was followed by Lennox, Matthews 3369, Cute Pizza, who was just in time to get an angel blessing, and Yanti #1, who came in soon after. Creation Abounds, Arnetta, Randar, and at the end of the first half hour, also Beauty Sweet. This was about 8:27 a.m. I drew an angel card for the first 21 people or so, adding a couple because I invited them. I read them all the daily word, and the daily word for that Sunday was movement, which focused on us as a divine life always in motion, and as a process of life, progressing through cycles of growth, of release and renewal. I commented that we always access we can always access where we are in our lives by stopping to see where we are in our cycle. Are we being invited to grow? Are we being renewed? Are we starting again with renewal? Or are we resting? The scripture came from Acts 17:28, and now while the Church of True Hearts does have as its foundation scripture and the biblical teachings of Judeo-Christian ethic, we don't have Bibles. We just have what's written on our hearts from those of us who have been exposed to traditional religious doctrine. But this is not to say that we don't draw on other doctrines. We draw on Buddhism, and we draw on Hinduism, and we draw on Ekankar, the religion of the light and sound of God. We draw on our own inner light, on poetry, but largely music, because music is the voice of God. A voice of God, I should say, not the voice, because I think that maybe birds represent the voice of God, and every other sound that we can ever hear that will certainly awaken us to the potential that God is everywhere and in everything at all times. I did not shy away from using the word God during the service, although many people feel beat down by God, the God of judgment, of sin, of hell, and of guilt, even the God that fights against the devil or Satan or against satanic angels. So we're not dealing in the negatives. We are only dealing in the positives, and those of us who raise our vibrations by being in this room with the Oracle and with those who are in cyberspace who formulate this critical mass of new thinking around who we are as spiritual beings. The Church of True Hearts will help you confirm that you're standing on earth, but you really are a citizen of heaven. Also, we had the song by Ricky Byers called In the Land of I Am. And one of the things I like about that is to say, in the land of I am, I'm more than I have been, more than I will be, all that I am. And so that's what we're seeking, to become more than we have been, more than we will be. We will ultimately be all that we have ever been. And at this moment, we stand at a crossroads. So those with true hearts are invited to seek along with us and to stand with us in the great light that we all are. I also refer to God as mother, father, sister God, brother, uncle, cousin God, neighbor, postman, baby God, stranger God, for in these are also the presence of God. I gave a blessing to the room, which was as follows. I bless you to release judgment and smallness, but to rise and to live tall in your spiritual truth. Open your heart and live your love. You are worthy of your own love. You are a member of the Church of True Hearts. We also listened to more gospel music. As I said, he'll work it out. And somebody ought to testify. And at that point, we invited people to tell us what had happened during the week for them as they wrote their affirmations, were guided by their angels, and their special anointed blessing from the angel last Sunday. And I asked people to give that testimony for what happened to them during the week. Phoenix commented that I don't know what's happening to my heart chakra, but I love everybody. And Sapphire said that during the week before, she was having a rough day, but she remembered her affirmation. I am wise, I am centered, I am letting go. And she said she got back on track. Passion 82 said her angel card read good luck, and she said during the week she had received many requests to do spiritual readings and psychic readings for a number of people at Ornum.com. Fishy One said my week was up and down, so maybe I need to focus a little bit more on my affirmations. Anyway, I took this time to encourage all of them and all the work that they were doing, and also to explain that spiritual exercises such as writing spiritual affirmations or reading the daily word or even reading the Psalms or any spiritual material will always keep you walking above the fray. You will not be able to be pulled down out of a vibration, and the vibration that you want to have is one that keeps people who want to tell you their sad story from you. It'll keep people who want to harm you or otherwise talk negatively and thereby drag you into the hypnosis and the dream of being not okay. You are perfectly okay in the flesh that you wear, in the body that you've been assigned, for you are not your body and you are not subject to the laws of this world. You're only subject to the laws of heaven. This does not mean that you break rules, but how could you and why would you if you are a citizen of heaven? I also recommended that people get a journal, possibly a blank one like this one that I am using for the minutes of our Sunday meetings, or maybe a self-realization booklet from the Self-Realization Fellowship. They have wonderful quotes in there by Paramahansa, Yogananda, and Mata Guru. There are so many wonderful little statements on how to overcome the temptations of the world that pull you into being only physical when you are spiritual. So these are the kinds of things that the Church of True Hearts does. Blessings were given and a guiding word to each person. Violet Eyes got openness. Cute Pisa got delight. Yanti, number 1, got truth. Simply Red got risk. I got release, and I have been doing some very powerful work around release this week as a result. Going back over some incidents in my life where I was maybe humiliated or brought down or otherwise made to feel less than worthy of myself, and as some people say, made to feel like I could not have self-esteem. But I went back to those moments where I had these exchanges that hurt me or damaged me, and I rewrote the script by giving the person that I was engaged with at that point the lines I needed to hear, and this freed me from the continuing pain and suffering of those memories. So for those of you who are looking for release from the dungeon of your own sad memories, painful childhood occurrences, or even things in your adulthood that you have found yourself unable to fight against or to know how to release, we invite you to the Church of True Hearts, where we share and we have fun and we laugh and we follow this little prescription from Sunday to Sunday. I think that gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on in the Church of True Hearts. I think I will tell you at last that we did a meditation right at the end, and the meditation took us into silence, and the silence we used as hanging through vocal scales that I gave. So I did the Om, Om, in many tones. Om. And I took them down and down into the place of their solar plexus, where we stepped inside a white room together. And all of us together used our solar plexus to form a critical mass together for 15 minutes. I asked the group after this meditation was over what they felt. Some said, I felt the people in the middle of the room, and I saw you, Oracle. Others said, I love this church. It was wonderful. Another person said, I had a tiny tear in my right eye. Donna told me that she felt it very affected by having been in this meditation, and she was beautiful and calm there. At the end, she said, this Church of the True Hearts isn't about something like hard religion, but it's a church of feeling. And she said she enjoyed herself. Fishy once said, I felt pulsations of purple circles all around me. And there were many more who said that I am not alone anymore, as did Davis Johnny. So I invite you now as the Oracle to our church. If you come, you will have your name added to the book of life. And these are just a few of the people in the S's. We have members who go all the way to the letter Z. I bless you now with my heartfelt invitation to the global ministry of Sharayananda. We will meet you on Sunday mornings at www.oranum.com, and there we will have our celebration and our blessings for the week to come at the Church of True Hearts.